Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast, The Game of Talent. So, we are having today on our podcast Omkar Chori. So, hi, Omkar, how are you doing?
Hey, hi Sabah. I'm doing well as of now. How about you? Things are
I'm
going well?
doing, yes, all good. So, as you all know, like, let me tell you, he's an HR. He has experience of past 3 years, and now he's doing very well in his background. So, starting from your introduction, can you please introduce yourself, Omkar?
Okay, so hi everyone, folks. This is Omka this side. So I'll just give you a quick glimpse about what I do and how much years of experience I think Sabah has already mentioned. My name is Omkar Churi. I am from Mumbai. From last 3.5 years, I am doing. I'm progressing in field of HR. Currently, I'm a global compensation and benefits analyst in our Chroma Private Limited. It's mostly into textiles and pharmaceutical company. Before this, I was working with Credit Suisse as a full-time benefit analyst. I used to support for Asia Pacific region. And my core areas of expertise are compensation planning, benefits administration, some aspects of payroll, and some also HR business partnering. Yeah, so that's me, basically a full kind of a work perspective, Omkar. Yeah.
Okay, apart from your experience, what is Omkar? Who is Omkar?
So mostly I think Omkar is a quite fun loving person who can you can spend a good time with Omkar basically. So I do like to do light nice chit chatting with my friends when do I have time. So I hopefully I now get quite nice amount of time after my struggling early years of my life. I like to go fishing. I like to go on long tours with my buddies and all. You can literally speak with me for the entire day and the entire night and you will not get bored. So that's the very me thing. In other aspects, uh, I think some people think so I'm a bit boring, but I don't really think about them. That's me basically. Yeah.
That's, yeah, we should not think about them. लोगों का तो काम ही कहना. So
Yeah.
that's very great. Okay, so I just wanted to know, like, you are a guy, and most of the, like, you have heard it a lot of times कि लड़के
Mm.
होकर HR बन गए. So I just wanted to know how about this myth?
I have heard this a lot of times. I think, but it started from my I think MBA days, Sabha. So I still remember we used to be a class of 40 students for HR specialization out of 4 5 specialization which my college used to offer. And
Okay.
in 40 we were only like 6 males and rest
Oh
34s
my
were
God.
females. Yeah, so that was the ratio out there. So it was quite interesting for the people who were single, but honestly speaking, we used to hear a lot of things here and there that mostly at the same thing as your question was that why HR, basically it's a female oriented kind of a subject. But I think it's a totally myth because HR has its own blend about things like compensation is more critical related to. Other than that, benefits we have onboarding, offboarding, employee data, talent acquisition, HR business partnering is another option. But mostly, I think females are there because they are good with handling numbers, and in HR, I think numbers are quite important. So I totally disagree with people who think HR is only for females, but I think it's quite a neutral subject. Honestly speaking, it's not like something specific gender oriented.
Gender
So
oriented
it's
thing.
yeah, it's pretty neutral because it has a blend of everything, right? From how you want to infuse your expertise into the work and how you are delivering good aspects. So it's totally up to us. So I think it's totally myth.
Yeah, talking about your college days, I just in college we used to have that thing ki HRO, you are going to get a less number amount of package and all. So I
Hmm.
think you just made me very feel that way in that like कि हाँ तुम एक तो तुम लड़के हो ऊपर से you are an HR और फिर
Hmm.
ऊपर से पैकेज भी कम मिलता है. So have you faced that kind of pressure in your college days or something?
See, my college days, if that's a different story, Sabha, totally. If you want to hear my college story, so my MBA is for like 9 months of MBA I have done.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'll tell you why, because I joined my college in August 2019 in Pune, Dr. D.Y. Patil, Vidyapit Global Business School. And in early March, I think we were hit by COVID. It started from February, but my college was a bit slow
March
to understand
20.
what can be. Yeah. So no offense with them, but yeah. So after that we moved on to a complete new occupation kind of a thing, because we started to do lecturing on this Zoom as well as Microsoft Teams. So everything went online. So mostly, yeah, but during the placement days when the lockdown was like little bit of ease, we used to hear, because the packages which HRs used to, well, even I personally, because I was the first HR who got placed, the
Oh,
student among HR team to get been placed from my college.
nice.
So yeah, so that was one thing, but I'll not tell you about what package I got.
No,
So
I
that
don't
thing will
want to
answer.
know. Let it be.
See,
Never
honestly
ask about
speaking, yeah,
package.
yeah. Yeah. Honestly speaking, package is it's kind of a different scenario when in terms you don't have null knowledge about the subject. I think for me, it's more important to enter any kind of a field, try to observe how things over there, be a master of it, and then try to move it. And I think you will get the best pay in the market, or for which you have been trained that much yourself. So and the same funda has hopefully helped me a lot in my career as well as of today, which I'm sitting and I'm talking to you. So that's yeah, in early stage, every specialization, mostly if you're not doing MBA from tier 1 college, then every specialization gets this kind of a perception about the pay scale. But considering the knowledge which we will have at that time of life, no one will pay us more. But still, I really appreciate to my every employer. They have given me any of the other thing, they have molded me into a perfect human or a perfect HR, what we I am currently standing into. So that's a good
That's nice.
appreciation, I think I always take up. Yeah.
That's very thoughtful of you, and I really get inspired with your words. I think that's
Mm-mm.
something people should understand, that it's not about package every time, it's about the knowledge and the experience you gain
Yeah,
by that. But nowadays,
because
like Gen Z are more into it like a package,
pay
and
oriented. So
yeah, pay
it's
oriented.
not about
Even they are
Gen
not,
Z.
they are not
Mm-hmm.
like they don't have patience. Also, they need to grow as fast as they can. So I think that's something we should learn from you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. But I think time has taught me that thing, Sabha, honestly speaking, even when I landed in my MBA college. So
Mm.
I was also like, this amount of X package I would be getting. But after the couple of years, after seeing my seniors who are already there in the placement drives, the expectations have drastically gone low. So that's the thing. But yeah, but because seeing now on when I sit on the other side of a table interviewing some couple of candidates, so I mostly interview like nice strategic hiring I participate into, because I'm a compensation specialist. So basically,
Okay.
I understand how things needs to be, because in college we don't have, I can use the word, we don't have null experience about the how the exact organization structure will work like, or how the matrix needs to be defined. So you will just have theoretical experience, and that is not prominent in the industries, because if you are entering some nice investment bank or some nice MNC, they will expect a lot of things, because you need to do their a lot of software things. So everyone's setup is different. Some people are using Workday for HR, some they have SAP, some have Darwin. So the experience will give you this kind of a knowledge, not the college will give. So that's fine. At least they are giving you the job thing. So that's I don't debate anything about the colleges. That's just fine. I just give my answer. That's fine.
So you had your like, college life and your like student life in half in Corona and half in regular college. So I think after getting the job, you would have taken the online interviews and all. So
Hmm.
how you judge a person like online or virtually or like
Uh,
interaction? How you see that the person is good enough for the organization?
so this is you're saying for my current role, which I am, or you are asking my experience about my
Your
first interview?
experience about every interview you take, like how you take the
You took,
decision.
acha.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. So currently, honestly, Sabba, in this couple of roles which I'm currently into, interviews are like very less in my field, very less, honestly speaking,
Okay.
because I do only participate currently in the leadership hiring of my current organization, basically, because that too on some compensation as well as the benchmark as well as the bonus elements. Interviews I used to participate a lot in my first first company, which was Aditya Birla Group. So over
Mm.
there, but still I'll answer your question how we generally kind of bookmark the profiles which we like, and how we try to fast forward the deals, or deals in the sense how we try to fast forward their candidature so we can hire fastly or swiftly. So basically, so even I am speaking to you now, so I mostly
Mm.
see the eyes, how the eyes are moving. The eye contact gives, I think, a very important aspect about what the person is thinking, because in online interviews, I would say there are a lot of things to misguide the interviewer also. So
Yeah,
most
it
of students, what
happens.
they do, because yeah, we have
We
noted that also.
even we were the students at some time, so we
Yeah,
know that.
yeah, to some extent, yeah, I do understand. But to some extent, it's okay also with us. But still, I have seen some of the students, not students, even working professionals, that they do hide couple of documents within their
Mhm.
PCs. They just do mirroring screens, and whatsoever the questions is being asked, they have just, because the IT
Believed
guys are
and
quite
just.
smart. Yeah, they just
Mm.
develop, they just implement that into data, and they just search for answers and they help us. But bookish answers we easily catch seeing the experience which we are having over here. But the
Okay.
way you answer the questions also is very very important, Sabha, because
Mm.
if I asked you a question, what is the time we require to go to moon, I know you are not knowing the answer because you don't have the experience. But at least the way you decline that question, or you give me a supportive, like, Omkar, I don't know about the exact time, but at least tentative thing this is, and but I'll definitely try to update my rackets, and I think I will be helpful enough if you ask me the same question twice. So a lot of things come into the picture, because a psychological aspect also we check when we are hiring for very sensitive or very niche roles in the market.
Okay.
Because company spends a huge amount in recruitment. People don't know it honestly, because we are hiring a third party consultancy to gather
Mm.
candidatures for us. We need to pay them also. After that, we, most important is in the interviewers, like from the line manager who is hiring, or the plus one who is the
Yeah.
senior manager for that profile, even us also, because everyone is investing his 3 hours 4 hours every day for interviewing 3 4 candidates. So we are losing our man hours also for work. So for that losing man hours, we need to compensate in our work also. So that are a lot of aspects which we need to see that when we are hiring. So that's why we scrutinize candidates in so good format that unnecessary, or I think the resumes who are made to show us are being already excluded by the filter or the bottleneck which we have created.
Okay,
So
that's
that's the one
nice.
thing.
So what would be the message you would like to give to the freshers who are giving interviews and pursuing their masters and all? Like,
See,
yeah.
okay, so so message, yeah, so message kind of a thing, I can just give them a advice. It's up to them how they are taking the advice. So I can give you one example first. After that, I can give you the advice for the same. So
Sure.
basically, Isaba, we had a walk-in drive for two openings in my ex organization.
Okay.
So the opening was very okay. Like, we were hiring one engineer. We were okay with 0 years of experience until 3 years of experience. So freshie was welcomed, and we were
Mm.
hiring one operations executive. I'm talking about my Aditya Birla days.
Okay.
So just give me a number. We have organized 1 day walk-in, and I had posted it on my LinkedIn, as well as I have informed my recruiter also. We had a third party recruiter over there, that you run this ad campaign for us, that we are hiring for 2 openings, and package will be given as per the standard market standards. Okay.
Mm.
Just give me a number. What should be the number of candidates who visited Birla's office that day?
I think 40 to 50 would be like
Okay.
more
It was in
than.
Pune. It was in Pune.
Okay, so I expect like 80, 90 people for
Okay.
one
So
opening.
okay, so there were 520
Oh
people.
shit!
Okay, basically who came for the interviews. Out
Oh my
of them,
God.
300, to some extent 300 were engineers, mechanical engineers, and they were hardly like 10% of people experienced. 10% of people who were outside my experience range, they were having more than 3 years of experience, and the rest 70 people, 70% of people were straight from the ask which we had, and the remaining 10% of people were out of syllabus in the sense they were having
They
no
were not
experience. They
having.
just thought, yeah, we can just give a try. So
Okay.
basically, so friends, if you are seeing outside for opportunities in this time, you need to excel yourself in lot of things, because for example, you are you are doing MBA in finance or MBA in human resources or in operations, it's not only up to MBA. You are doing any masters or any bachelors, and after that you are planning to go into a job and land, and you need to strive and you need to hustle. But you need to do a lot of, I think, certifications. Basically your basics should be very clean, Sabha, basically.
Okay.
Because when you say that you are a MBA HR grad, the person who is interviewing you, he knows that you don't know anything about the exact organization hierarchy, how the
Yeah.
things work, or what things you are wanted him to perform for you over here. But
But they
that
need a
time what,
theoretical answers.
yeah, but they need to have a clarity about what HR is. Okay.
Exactly.
Because people think, a lot of people, even I meet today in some of the good meets and all, they think HR is only hiring, basically.
Exactly.
I
They
have
don't.
seen a lot of people that this persona with this attitude that HR kya hi karega. Mostly they will hire a document sambhale, but that we have a lot of things. We have my plate is like bigger than other of the core aspects other than finance or marketing, because my work is not just with the external things. I mostly not only with the internal thing, but also with the external aspects of the organization. That what are the current salary trends of X and X companies, we try to analyze that. We pay best in the market, we need to keep up our standards. A lot of things are there. So one advice for the folks who are watching your podcast, that try to learn most to the extent for the specific specialization or the domain which you want to enter. Try to learn at least quite basic amount of Microsoft Excel, because it's very
It's very
important nowadays.
important.
Yeah. If you are good prominent enough in Excel, try to do Microsoft Power BI also. It will help you to visualize the details which you are planning inside your mind, and you can prepare
Mhm.
dashboards and all of things. And the other standard certifications, like for HR there are a lot. Finance, they are modeling, financial interpretation, financial analysis. Operations, they are Six Sigma, Red Sigma, just in time. A lot of
A lot
certifications
of
are
things
available
are
in
there
market.
nowadays.
Because yeah, because you will not have anything to show in terms of experience in your CV or in
At
resume
least
which
you
you are
should have
drafting. At least you should
certifications
have, absolutely, you should have certifications. But just don't do the certifications, have,
for
I
the
think,
sake
equivalent
of.
knowledge about what things you have done.
Exactly. It's not about lining up the certification, it's about the knowledge you are gaining from the
Absolutely,
certification.
absolutely, yes.
So, talking about this recruitment part, even I have faced that ki HR only do recruitment and only make rangoli. So,
Hmm.
your area is totally different. You have explored most of the areas of HR. So,
Hmm.
how will you define your areas and what area you like the most?
Uh, okay. So I started my okay. So let's answer your last set of sentence first. What area I
Okay.
like most? I like the area which I'm currently supporting into its core compensation.
Okay.
That's my favorite area, basically. Second can be benefits. Third can be local, generalist HR, basically. And as you questioned me that I don't have too much years of experience. It's like
Mhm.
close to 4 years as of now. I'll be just completing my 4 years in this January, basically.
Okay.
But Sabah, honestly speaking, I have seen a lot of cycles in HR, like what kind of, because every work in HR is correlated with each other. So different segments in HR, I have told you, in HR there are set of different departments, like for talent acquisition, benefits, compensation,
Mhm.
payroll. But the every set of this hierarchy are linked up with each other till the operation, till the onboarding guy will hire the candidature, till the recruiter will search some candidates and give it to the person. After selection, onboarding, employee data to update their records, then it will go to the payroll team to fuse their salary. We will decide what kind of benefits they will have. After that, if the employee is planning to get promoted or getting leaving the company, to retain our best talent, the compensation teams come into the picture. If there is any legal issue, HR legal, employee engagement and all that things, HR business partner handles. So
I think
everything is
some
linked up.
pressure, if any pressure will listen to all this, na, he will just get blank page. कि चल क्या रहा है ये हो क्या रहा है इतनी सारी चीजें कैसे हो गई
See, I think fresher should not get blank, because these things are just quoted in the MBA or human resources textbooks.
Yeah, but
But when we refer the notes also, no, Sabha, I think we get a clarity about, I think this area I want myself to land into.
I
Okay.
think this
And
generation is not so much clear about what they really
even
want.
I am from this generation. Don't do like that.
So
I am not
yeah,
a
no,
millennia.
I'm just saying that our generation is not into things like we just go with the flow. कि ठीक है ये अच्छा लग रहा है, we can go with it. Most of them have that mentality or that perspective that whatever is coming in your way, just take it and go. So I think that's the
Hmm. I think for that people need to study more into see how the exact market looks like, how the things work over here, and they will get a clarity if they have that much brains enough. But clarity is very important, because just doing the thing for the set of money, Sabha, will not gain you success. Doing the
Hmm.
things which you love and in which you want to prosper yourself will gain you success. I think that's my simple mantra which I follow over here also, because way back in my MBA days when I got grad, I had a very clear mindset that I wanted to enter into compensation or into rewards basically, which finally I got a core profile 2 months back. Till then, I was striving into different elements of HR. I used to do compensation, I used to support that team also, but not full fledgedly. But now I'm a process owner for a lot of things over here which are happening over here. So it also takes time for us also to reach the destination, to the peak which we are planning into. But I think it's your hard work and how you are going nearer and nearer by implementing more hard work and trying to spend more time into the market, analyzing what are the less areas which you have not developed and trying to develop yourself. So that can be one important aspect.
So, what was like how you inclined yourself toward compensation and benefits part, and what are the tools and techniques you use in that?
So I think most important is self-learning, Sabah, because when you enter any sub department in HR, you
Mhm.
will be connected to a comp and benefit help, not help, comp and benefit roles to some extent, because you are giving some inputs. Either you are from onboarding, you're from offboarding, whatsoever your designate, whatsoever a department you're supporting. So my peak area, peak or the more important aspects that are landing into compensation, one can be self-learning. I
Mhm.
read a lot of things still. Until now, I read a lot of articles. I read a lot of research papers which have been published. People get quite offended about people are still reading research papers and all, but I think they are best kind of a knowledge which is available for free for us. I mostly use Google Scholar to scrutinize a lot of research papers
Okay.
whenever I get time, basically. Other than that, HR articles are there by some of the nice people
SHM
who
and
write. Yeah, Eisenhower also has a lot of papers which I read sometimes. And other than that, a certification, Sabha, is more important. Like I'm a certified from Aon Rewards Professional. I have SAP HR. I have Payroll HR for SAP. I have Workday. I have Microsoft Power BI, Advanced Excel as a basic thing. But yeah, so keep us updated with the things, because as I've seen as of now, AI it's going to its peak in 2 years, and I have seen, I have also smelled that a lot of jobs in HR might get laid off because of this AI, because AI has already started entering into HR by scrutinizing a lot of CVs and all that thing. So talent acquisition people, where we used to have 4 people who used to scrutinize resumes for
Mhm.
us, AI has made it to a 0 people. Now we just feed details into artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
and they just
And it
produce us the
just
data which we want. So I think to keep us updated is very important, because otherwise we will have to strive once again for job search.
so with this busy schedule, how you manage to get upgraded and updated? Also, like talking about AI, like how you feel AI, we should be get threatened by AI or we should utilize the resources what we are having right now?
See, my perception towards AI is very good actually. I am not totally anti AI kind of a person. I'll tell you why. Because it's just like if you are entering a sea, just like that, the sea will either pull you to its depth or it will throw you out because of its velocity and all that things. But just enter the sea if you want to surf enough with a surfing boat, and you will definitely excel more fastly towards the destination which you are planning into. So that is my funda for AI. But see, to some extent, if you are totally depending on artificial intelligence, then boss, you I don't see you into the market market after 4 5 years. The AI will eat you to some extent. But if you are using AI to a liberal amount of aspect, just to tweak couple of elements which you have planned from your mind, I think you can definitely excel more into your career, because AI is very helpful in terms of drafting responses, gathering sets of data, seeing the global perspective about anything which is happening currently into market. And AI can be, I have seen people who have what we say, confused AI into their emails and all that things as well. So when they are out of office, the AI will just answer with their standard
Yeah.
answer. So because we get questions from a lot of set of employees that what should be the payday for my salary, why is my compensation saying low? So AI generally directly collects data from the files which I've stored in my folder, and it will generally give answers. I have seen this also.
So
So
it basically makes your work easier, and I think it
it
helps a
makes
lot.
See, it makes the work easier. Totally agreed on that aspect. It also infuses to increase the pace of delivery. Pace of
Mm.
delivery in the sense you will deliver in more fast, more pace. So, for
Mm.
example, without AI, you are just responding to 10 queries in a day. Just example. With the help
Mm.
of AI, you can answer 150 queries.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's
Mm.
just the pace difference. But as I mentioned before, it's very important to be a step ahead of the artificial AI which we are currently using. Try to do a lot of things, because at the end, see, audits also we use artificial intelligence to some extent. But at the end, a human for eye is very important. We cannot
So
trust a robot.
yeah, that's true. So what are the software you have used till now? Like you have hands-on.
So hands-on, I used to have SAP HR for payroll
Okay.
until my last organization. 2 months back, I left Credit Suisse. So that was the software I used to use every day. Workday is like a everyday tool for us for benefit administration, compensation planning. For benchmarking, we have developed a software from Marsh Mercer. We use it over here in our Chroma. Other than that, I have used it Darwin software Thomson also for benefits administration into my ex company, which is Credit Suisse. I have used a lot of softwares developed by Oracle basically. Even my current company, we used couple of softwares from Oracle, which we used for payments and all, for accounts payable, invoicing, processing, reviewer, checker perspective, and all that things. And the standard HRIM software which we have everywhere, like in Credit Suisse, it was Workday. Over here, we are having a local software developed by Cornerstone to support the same thing. In Birla, it was a in-house software developed. So as of now, I think a lot of softwares I have used to do reconciliation, to do audits, to do standard BAU, which we are supposed to do. But yeah, it's quite nice to learn a lot of things.
So I think in 4 years you have like learned a lot and developed yourself a lot. Talking about it, I just wanted to know what are the areas you think you can benefit your employees, and how can you engage, retain your employees as you are into this only. So I just wanted to know like
Uh,
what
See,
your
uh,
perspective is.
okay, I think there is a little bit of doubt in the sense of question. I could just give you more clarity on that, I think. So hiring, I cannot do most of things. I can just suggest my top level of management to offer a nice, effective pay up, like a market, sticking to the market benchmark. If you are looping enough nice sets of top level of companies, Sabha, very important. So if you are setting your benchmark with tier two companies, a lot of top talent will not join your team. Basically, considering the pay element which they are currently working in their ex organization, that will be on a higher side if you compare it with these tier 2 companies or tier 1 companies. So that is one thing I think we should set. We should use a standard market benchmark or the best market benchmark for the offerings, so the employees will not leave you. Other
Mm.
than that, we should have a nice blend of benefits in the sense employee benefits, right? From,
Yeah.
see, in India, if you see, there are a lot of mandatory benefits like the PF, gratuity, and
Mm.
insurance, and term life. These are like basic things everyone has to give it, considering the
Mm.
company compliance policy. In addition to that, we can give a lot of aspects, like we can give them pick up and drop, we can give them free canteen facilities. If the company is good, earning well, they can offer crash also for their newborns and for their until 8 years of
Yeah,
children,
that's
until the age of years. Yeah. In addition to that, they can give them couple of corporate discounts can be infused with some of the good restaurants outside. Lounge facilities are there. They offer car lease also nowadays to a lot of people. So I think in my ex organization was very employee centric kind of organization, Credit Suisse basically. So
okay.
they used to have a big blend about benefits for employees, and the attrition ratio before the merge with UBS was very impressive. Like, people used to be very happy, honestly speaking, because I used to be part of the town halls and global calls which were used to happen.
Mhm.
So but to some extent, Sabha, we need to see the our spends also, because at the end we work for profit. Okay, but
Right.
as an employee thing, if you're asking me, I told you what kind of things employees expect from their employer. But if you are asking me as a HR, I think we need to loop up a lot of things, considering the budget which we are getting allocated. I think mandatory components ko chhod diya, at least couple of elements of this benefits should be offered to employees, at least so they will have a mental stability that yeah, some set of things company is also doing for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, and to stay fit in the market, we do continuous benchmark in the sense we do a core analysis about the things which other companies or companies who are in same business. So because my current
Mm.
company is more into textile and manufacturing and a bit of pharma, so
Okay.
so basically, I compare my company with the other companies in the same field, or they are which are on a
Mm.
samer budget as well as same employee capacity. So we get a clarity about what additional things we are doing, what things they are doing. So which we can maintain the standard market set of the pay elements
Exactly.
also.
So
It's a bit
that's.
trickier, but I
Mhm.
think to some extent, when you spend a good time in HR, you will get some understanding on that also, I think.
I think it takes a lot to learn and
Mm.
grow. So eventually everyone learns a lot and they grow. So
Yeah, everyone learns, hopefully, but so it's a bit debatable question, but I don't want to enter with you in a debate. See, everyone learns, yeah, to some extent, yes,
to some extent.
but everyone doesn't plan to evolve. Basically, the people,
Yeah.
once they get comfortable, they just
You
continues
should
to do the
keep
same thing.
yourself updated, but you should
Yeah.
keep yourself out of a comfort zone to understand the areas. That is most
Absolutely.
important.
Absolutely. Even my take is like, if employee is doing the same thing for 2 years or 3 years, he becomes stagnant. Stagnant in the sense he gets
Mm.
very comfortable within the work which he's doing to. He doesn't want to extend his things. He doesn't want to take any ad hocs. He doesn't want any projects. If employee is going towards this direction, then I think his growth
There's no
stops.
growth. So, ending up with this, it was nice talking to you. Can you just sum up your journey and give any message or anything to the listeners?
So, my journey, like as I mentioned you, it's not that long. So I think I can still see behind and count my footsteps, Taba, which I have already walked to. And I think our conversation was quite nice, because
Yeah.
I think you covered most of the elements which I have worked to, and as well as the current market trends. So I'll just want to give a quick message to all the folks who will be watching your podcast, that work hard, but think outside the box. Don't stick to the people who are doing the same and continuing the same thing. Try to be more polite towards people. Try to just listen to all the things which they are saying, but do of yourself, and try to, you will definitely excel after that things. But yeah, keep updated with the market knowledge, and that's the most simple fund. And try to spend good amount of time with your family. That's the last thing, basically. You will definitely excel. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your insights, valuable insights. It was really nice talking to you and having you on my podcast. Okay, so we can just wrap it up. Thank you so much, everyone. So, yeah, bye bye. Have a good evening and enjoy your day.
Hey, good evening, Sabha. Good evening, folks. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Sabha, edit kar dena. Your laughs were quite weird in the podcast. Otherwise, you you will get nice comments.
Yeah, I'll cut it off. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was really nice. I enjoyed it. We had almost one half
I think
an.
I was bit okay, like, or it was
No, you
okay.
were great. Actually, I
Oh,
was out of question. I was like कि क्या पूछूं मैं?
it happens, but you will learn. But it was very nice. But matlab the set of questions you choose, I think, were nice. Abba. Considering you're doing it for very first or second time. Oh, first wala you done the
Yeah,
for the
I did yesterday that,
have
and
you
it
posted
was
it?
no, I have not posted it yet. I have to do editing part, and it was like 10 to 15 minutes only. But this was very long, and it was
It was a big one.
engaging. Yeah, it's engaging.
I told you the same thing why I don't like recruiters. It was 15 minutes. No offense, no offense. They cut
No.
dena, cut dena, warna I'll get very nice things. Yeah, but
नहीं,
but
I'm also
honestly
an
speaking, good
analyst,
going.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But honestly speaking, very good going, Sabha. Keep
Thank you
up the
so
good
much.
work. Keep up the
Thank
good work. Yeah, it's quite
yeah.
nice. Chalo, then see you. Have a good
See
rest
you
of the
too.
evening. Getting
Yes,
back to pavilion from tomorrow, so get some good rest.
you too.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Chalo,
Yeah.
bye bye.
Bye.